Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video we'll be talking about the B side of the ATM business. Always remember, we have an ATM A to Z course that teaches you from A to Z how to be successful in the ATM business. We also have an ATM Mastermind Group page that's free to join for like-minded individuals just like yourself who want to learn a little bit more about the ATM business and be in a community of other ATM business owners. Always remember, here at PDQ and ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel down below. Share the videos with any and all of your friends, and please comment, because it helps the algorithm so we can be more successful and we can get these videos out to more people that we can help. Thank you. Also, I wrote a book, From A to Z, How to Be Successful in the ATM Business. So you can go down the link below and you can buy your own copy of the book, and this will help you. For any of you guys who are just starting out, this will help you get started in the ATM business. So without further ado, the B side of the ATM business. So first I got to explain, what is the B side of the ATM business? What is the B side? So this is going to date me a little, but back in the day we used to have a thing called 45s, and they would put the best song on the one side of the 45, and on the B side, which they used to call it, was not such a popular song. And how they got the other song, the B side, out is they would just put the best song on the 45, and then you would get the other song on the other side. So what I'm going to give you in today's video is I'm going to give you the B side, the side that nobody talks about, or the side that's a little tougher in the ATM business, so you guys can be aware of, hey, it's not all glitz and glamour, but there are some challenging things, and we can get through those challenging things now that you'll know about it, and we'll focus on how to do that. So without further ado, the top 5 B side of the ATM business. Point number 1, the no callback. So I'm running an ad, I'm doing some marketing, and I get some people calling, but you know what? They're more like tire kickers. So what does that mean, Phil? So I always think it's a percentage of a percentage of a percentage. So we run an ad, I get 20 people calling about placing an ATM, and then out of that percentage, who's really legitimate? How many are going to be? And for me, you know what? Out of about 20, about 15 are going to be tire kickers, garbage. It's not going to work. It's not going to be beneficial to my business. And then out of those, and then the rest of it, I get about 5 who are serious business owners, but now I got to vet them. So that means I'm going to take those 5, I'm going to get their address, I'm going to get what type of business they're in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the location. I might either set up an appointment with them or I don't. Most of the time I don't. I just go to the location, I check it out. Is it something that I want to be in? If it's a barbershop, do they have the right amount of stools? If it's a convenience store, is there traffic? What is it and how is it and how should I be in there, or if I should be in there? So now I got 5, I might narrow that down to maybe 1 or 2, and then when I go to the location, I'll ask the person, maybe either the owner or a manager, hey, when's the owner in? And if the owner is there, to say, oh, I'm in now, I thought you were going to call. And I said, no, I was in the neighborhood, I just thought I'd stop in to see if you're here and if this is something that would work for both parties. And then from there, either we'll close a deal right there with a location agreement, or you know what, we'll set something up at a later date where I'll say, this is the things I'm going to need. I'm going to need an email, I'm going to need a tax ID number, I'm going to need a bank account. Those are things I'll need. Do you have those? And sometimes they have time right then, and we'll sign that deal right away. And if they don't, then we'll set something up at a later date. So don't be discouraged because you're making a marketing plan and you're sending the information out and nobody's calling you back. You even have a business owner, but they're not calling you back. You've given them the details, they're not calling you back. Don't worry about the no call back. It's part of the business. Most people, the store owners, you're not a priority. Just remember, you're not a priority for them. You're a priority for you and your family, but not for them. Point number 2, they're a cash only business. And I don't understand it, Phil. They're cash only, they don't take credit cards, they don't have an ATM. I want to put an ATM in there, and they don't want to put in an ATM. It doesn't make any sense. We talked about this on numerous amount of videos. They have to first they got to get to know you before they can trust you, and then they can trust you before they'll do business with you. So just reiterate, they got to know you before they trust you. They got to trust you before they do business with you. That's the reason why they're not going to put in an ATM into their store. They don't know you. They don't trust you yet. You're going to have to work on that. It might take some time, or you can use a Maven, which will help you make yourself credible to them. So if you know somebody who knows that owner, that'll help speed the process out. But you're going to have to get them to trust you, or they won't do business with you, even though it makes perfect sense to you. Hey, put the ATM in, solve your cash needs. To them, they're a little suspicious, so just keep that in mind. Point number 3 is the location agreement or the contract. Nobody talks about it. A lot of people say, oh, I just do a handshake agreement and that's the way I operate, but that's not the right way to do it. What you want to do is you want to guarantee you got a serious investment. You spend money for an ATM. You have your time involved. You have the cash in the ATM. You got to make sure that you're covered on every and all locations and contractual. So what you want to do is make sure you have the contract, make sure that you spell it out, and make sure that they sign it so you're protecting yourself, your family, and your business. So when you're looking at YouTube or you're talking, most of the time they don't talk about the location agreement, but it's very important to be successful in this ATM business. Don't forget it. Point number 4 is how do I get locations? And you know what? The answer is you've been in the ATM business for a short amount of time. You have to build up a network. You have to have your marketing. You have to have people who are helping you get locations. You got to have case history. Hey, I've been in the business for this long time. I know a bunch of people. I have other store owners who will vouch for me. So it's going to take a little bit of time to build up your network. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to all happen at once, but it will happen and you will be successful. The ATM business is a very easy business to start, but you're going to have to build up that network. So, and point number 5 is you got to develop tough skin. You got to not worry about people saying no. You got to worry about getting the ATM in a location. So keep that in mind that you have to develop tough skin. I remember when I first started dating way back a long time ago, you know what? I'd sit around, I'd look at some girls, but I never had enough guts to go talk to them. So after a while, you know what? I just said, you know what? If I don't take the shot or I don't ask, then I won't get any results. So then I started asking, still got a lot of no's, but at least eventually I got a couple yeses, went on some dates, and then from there I was able to successfully date. So if I was fearful of rejection, then I would never got the courage to ask. So in this business, I just relate to going out to the bar scene and not approaching girls. So in this situation, I didn't care if the owners are going to tell me no. I just move on to the next location and start the process all over. Not every location is going to be right for you. And back when I was dating, not every date was going to be successful. You know what? They had their likes, I had mine. Were we compatible? Yes or no? It didn't matter. All I want to do is I want to at least start the process, and sometimes the process works and then the date was successful, and sometimes it didn't and we didn't go to a second date or a third date. So this is the same situation if you can remember way back when you guys were dating, or maybe you're dating now. You have to take the shot, you have to ask the questions to get your ATM into the location. So just build up the tough skin, as I like to say. Don't be fearful of rejection, because it's going to happen, but at the end of the day, they're not saying no to you, they're just saying no to the idea because it doesn't work for them. So we're going to have one more tip over at the ATM Mastermind group page. Always remember here to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and put a comment down below for anything that you guys would like to make a new video, or you have some other comments about this video or anything else. So thank you guys very much for making our YouTube channel great, and I'll see you guys over at the ATM Mastermind group page. Thank you.